It's amazing what happens when you trust your shot. So it's like a wolf 30 yards downhill. I think this target is an IBO target. So there's like one circle in the middle. And so basically I was aiming at the circle in the middle. I just trusted my process. I didn't focus on my hand. I just focused on my pin as I expanded and built pressure. And 30 yards downhill, that's exactly where I was aiming, to that center 10. That's awesome. Tell you what, man, when you look in the woods and you see a Bigfoot down there with teeth showing, that'll actually startle you a little bit. That is not a happy picture right there. All right, so I have no idea what the scoring rings were, but you can see, all right, from a distance, you can see a little spot right here. So I'm gonna call upper and shoot it. I think that looks like close to 40 yards. I'm gonna go for this upper right there. Okay, so back there, it was actually 40 yards, 39 and a half to, so I set my sight at 39 and a half, and I could not see anything. It's a dark target, 40 yards away. Literally can't see anything, but I'm just aiming at a spot. And I was aiming, let's look. I want you to look at that, buddy. I nailed it. Upper 12 from 40 yards. Take that all day. All right, I shot this shot from 33 yards from back on that road back there. You can probably see my bow, barely. And I shot this deer, aiming for the lower 12. And I nailed it, 33 yards. All right, here we are on a downhill shot. It's pretty back here. You can see the creek. You can see the creek flowing back there in the back. Downhill shot, lower 12. All right, here I am back on the wolf target. Black downhill. When I tell you I can't see anything, I can't see anything. All right, I picked a spot. I just floated there. And yep, IBO 10, dead center. All right, I just finished my last target. It's on a lynx. Inside out, lower 12. So here's a quick video journal of my practice round today. I just finished my best 20 round 3D course ever. I shot 13 12s, which would put me at 26 up, but I dropped two. I did shoot 2 8s, so I finished at 22 up. So 222 was my final score today, best I've ever shot. One of the big things I did different is I saw a video by George Riles last week where he was talking about kind of where my mind is when I'm shooting. And so when I'm at full draw, is my mind switching back and forth between aiming or my release. So you get in trouble when I'm thinking about aiming, and then my mind immediately switches to my release, and all of a sudden I'm kind of going back and forth. When I go back to my release, I start getting shaky. Well, when I go focusing on my pin movement, I stop moving the hinge. And so today and I did this yesterday in the tournament I shot, I'm gonna focus on my pin movement and just being strong through my front arm. And I'm just gonna be expanding and trying to relax my body and expand while focusing on that pin movement. My shots broke easier, my pin was steadier and cleaner. I know there's not one way to do it, so you gotta find what works for you, but for me, keeping my mind in one spot really helped me. So that was pretty good. So 222 today, 13 12s. It was a good practice round.